Yo, it's LA to Farro's Lead Farm. So we have two suppressors we're going to compare today. We have the Huxwrks Ventum 556, and then we have the Radical LS-5 556 suppressor. Took me an extra day to get rid of their mount that they put in. They rock set it, so just FYI, if you're trying to get rid of that, to go to your favorite hub mount, soak it in water, squeeze it as hard as you can with rubber in the vise, slightly damage the can because they don't put wrench flats on it, and then break it free and you can put your favorite mount in. Water, because from the factory they... Okay, yeah, neat. But anyway, it's sort of touted as a low back pressure can. So I have one of our ARs here with the dictator gas block on, and I'm just going to adjust it up until it runs on the Ventum, and then we're going to throw this guy on there. You'll see it happen because we don't care about YouTube like all the other shills do. And then we'll see if it is the same or less or more back pressure. Kind of that way, using the gas block. All right, so without further ado, let's get this thing tuned up with the Ventum first. All right, let's see. Did I bring my screwdriver? I did. There we go. All right. Let's calm it down just a little bit till it's short strokes. Which PS, EOTech life. It's sunny and snowy out. I put brand new batteries in here, so I only really have about 15 minutes until it goes dead. But I've always hated how they just don't get bright enough to really see in the snow and bright sun. All right, so there's a short cycle. So we'll come up one notch on the old dictator. There goes the empty. One in here. All right, now it's cycling. All right, so we're chugging along. Let's go ahead and clear it. And hopefully it's so cold that I can take this suppressor off. Yeah, we can. We'll set this guy in the snow. Let that cool off. So now in theory, we're gonna throw the LS-5 on, violating all YouTube policies there. Once again, we don't care. All right, so now we'll shoot this. I took the rail off just so you can kind of see I'm not cheating if I adjust this or not. So we'll shoot, and in theory, we should have the same back pressure, hopefully. All right, it actually feels pretty snorty, so I can already tell I have more back pressure. We'll come down 3 clicks. All right, it still cycled it out, but didn't cycle a new one in. Same thing. So let's try coming out 2 clicks. So that is 2 clicks, in theory, less open than the Ventum. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, I'm getting quite a bit more gas in the face. So this is, they're pretty big increments on the dictator. So it's quite a bit more gassy than the Huxwrks Ventum. So. Yeah. Let's go back to the Ventum now. All right, nice and easy. Comes loose from its mount. See, that's always a pain. So I torqued the shit out of that. But see, without wrench flats on the can, this thing heats up. I'm gonna come loose from the mount. I feel like people don't shoot. So the mount's actually on there tight, but the can to the mount, not tight. It's so frustrating. It's like nobody shoots anymore. Like, you'll figure this out. Just shoot a little bit. You'll see the difference. All right, putting the Ventum on, which PS, wrench flats on the can. I mean, you're making these, it can't be that much more difficult to put wrench flats on. So now the same gas setting on the Ventum. Yeah, so just chugging along. I don't know, this is maybe, it's hard to tell if there's any sound difference, so they both do sound the same, but money to money, the Ventum is it's a better can. Hate to break it to you. Yeah, without the rail, I don't want to go too much here. But yeah, so I would say I can feel it kind of short stroking, not hitting all the way back in the buffer. So we'll come one more out. We'll see how that feels. All right. That's a little more realistic now. So pretty close. This one I think they advertise like 5% increase in bolt velocity. All right, and then just to really make sure that we're not some weird YouTube shill, we'll end this with a little full auto without the rail. This ought to be fun. Nice. Ventum. This thing does have a pile of rounds on it. I will happily report to you guys that the sparks and whatnot has really went down, I would say, after the last 2,000 rounds. So the first 5,000, it was still pretty sparky at night, but not too bad now for a titanium suppressor. Anyway, I don't want to get too in the weeds. I don't think that can's really worth a ton of time or a ton of review. It's just, it's meh at best. It's heavy. I don't really like the mounting option that I have on it, and it's not really that low back pressure, kind of like the RC3. So you're like, it's meh. I don't know. Buy what you want, don't take huge offense to it, or do, I don't care. It's 2025. They'll deport you. That is all. Carry on. I only have like 5 or 6 more in the Ventum here. Or 15. I'm not a rocket surgeon. What the fuck? To see. So here's a little full auto rip with the radical suppressor. Ready to say it? It's a little more back at me.